I want to be.
We should be able to cook here.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Coming through. Crush! Talon Hurricane! Raging Lunar Storm! You're mine! No escape!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let's see what you've got. Dragon Swarm! Stay calm.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling. Together, that wasn't even a problem. Guess I misread the landing.
I think Hootle senses something. Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
Whew, what a rush.
Finally, some open space again.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah! Nothing's biting.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Hup. All right. That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Ha! Reel it in. I'll get you next time. Ha! There we go. That's not a fish I see often.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
Looks like I lost it. Hup. All right, once more from the top.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. I've got a good feeling about this one. This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Remarkable. You're top of the food chain.
I wonder what we can make with this.
If you can't decide, I'll have it raw.
Hey, wait! Don't eat that!
We've reached our destination.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancius.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Let's see what you've got.
Eternal devastation! Dragon form!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
We've reached our destination.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
We've reached our destination.
Well, have fun, bro. That's you should have told me earlier. I told you. Tell me when you're about to do it, bro. But since you forgot, have fun, bro.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
But here's the thing, Fire. Tell me in advance and hours. Like, tell me, okay, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do this tonight. Don't tell me in the last second, because in the last second this will happen. You gotta tell me like 3-4 hours prior, like, hey, I'm gonna do it tonight. You gonna join in? Last minute won't work with me, so that's why. Yeah, bro. I told you, let me know in advance. Because you know, when you say, you know, you. Because when I ended my stream earlier in the afternoon, I said it's 50% chance I'll see who's streaming and who's not streaming. And based on it, so now what? Nothing. You have fun. If you find trouble, just let me know over here. But if you're on a chapter 12 and chapter 13, then yeah, I'll end my stream right now just to watch it. But I know you are not on chapter 12 or 13, so for me it is useless to end stream. But if you were on chapter 12 or chapter 13, I would end the stream right away and I would come to your stream. Because that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Mostly.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Well, I can't say I would love to see everything, but you know, as I said, communication, you know, communication is the key, you know. But hey, if you're doing a long stream, if you're doing like 5-hour stream, who knows, I probably end my stream early and then pop into your stream. But if you're just doing for 2 hours, then okay. Oh, but it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. You know, it's your stream, so you can go with how many hours you want. But yeah, because even though it's Friday, bro. I don't know if you work tomorrow or not, but if you don't work, you should go for more. You should go for 5 or 6 hours. Because don't you want to know the story? Don't you want to know the gets, you know, all the good stuff? So, and if you're doing a long way, then yeah, I'll pop in and end the stream quickly at the end. But yeah, well, I'll see. I'll try my best to check up with you. And all the eyes out, yeah. Yes, and all the eyes gouging stuff, yes. Beautifully eyes gouging.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
So yeah. But yeah. Because usually, you know, I did my stream today, you know, for long 8 hours, you know. So this is just a bonus stream, you know. But I do want to make some progress in the game.
Let's see what you've got.
So
This could be useful.
there's nothing over here. That is still weird to me. You'll figure it out.
We made it.
The eyes gouging stuff. You'll figure it out. It's the new fetish of the stuff. Who knows?
A fish! You saw it too, right? I've got something. I reeled us in a big one.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
Just take it too far. Yeah.
Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
All right.
Well, I would say no. Go do your thing. Go play.
I'll
Go
catch
play
something
it.
bigger next time.
Nice work.
I would say go play it because at least I would love to have some maybe at least 2 hours in for the stream time. At least I want to at least have at least 2 hours of something. So and then I'll end it. Yeah, at least have me, give me like 2 hours stream. I think it's just an hour and 30 minutes left for right now. So, but I want you to start yours because the game is long, bro. The things that you have to do in the game, it's very long. So. Waiting for me would be like something. But give it maybe 30 minutes, then start your thing, and then I'll pretty much come in right off the bat.
It's on! Eternal devastation! Shattering pieces! We turn the tables on him.
There are still
Right. No time to hold
But are you going for long hours?
A comfortable win.
That's the question. Are you going for at least 3 hours or 4 hour mark? Because that's the beautiful question into the play. Maybe if I don't sleep, well then get your coffee in, bro. Get your caffeine in.
Excellent technique. How are your weapons? The heavens must be smiling.
I don't drink coffee. Well then, yeah, okay. How about some Coke? Drink some Coke, bro. Coke has caffeine. I know you love Coke, right? Coke or Pepsi?
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Unless, even if you're a Sprite guy too, that will work too.
Crushing it out there.
I can't take up the cook my nose. Holy heck, Kobe. Damn. The good fun stuff? I gotcha, I gotcha.
I hate camping out.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
My body seems to be doing okay.
Yeah.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
If you
Maintaining
know,
the
you
shield?
know. I know.
It's becoming a
I know
familiar
it.
sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for
By
me
the way,
and
which
everyone else
chapter are
around
you
him.
in? I think, are you
He
on
was
what,
a
chapter
true big
5 now?
brother. So much so that
I
when
don't know,
he thought
I
was
don't
asleep,
remember when
he'd
the
slip out
birthday
of the house
cake
to go
thing.
training on the outskirts of town.
The birthday
You
cake
seem to
ends
know a lot
on.
about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after
You're
him.
on chapter 4 or 5, right?
You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
I can't eat anymore.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Let's see if I can manipulate the system on this one. Let's see. Save. I want to see if I can manipulate the chatting thing.
I think we've rested long enough.
I hope that works. I don't know.
We should be able to cook here.
Do we have enough food stocked up?
Dang, it doesn't
I'll
work.
see you again tomorrow. Well, off we go.
Yeah, welcome in, feather friend. Welcome in.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Get lost!
Dragon form!
Stalagmite!
Crush all dance! Plasma shock!
Here's evil! Dragon Shield!
You're mine!
Airborne beast! My specialty!
Here I come!
We got the advantage.
Good.
Flying
Just
Fury.
have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on it.
It's over!
Talon Storm! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art! When he slows
Alright,
down,
have fun.
that's our chance! You're
Leave the
mine!
agile ones to me.
Instant!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! No further!
Here! Blazing Storm!
Plasma shock! Take this! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll check it out. In a bind. Eat this. I'll finish you here and begin.
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it? I'm ready. All good things.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. The woods don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
An opponent like this should be easy. No further!
Mega Ray! Eat this!
Here I come!
Begin!
None shall escape my judgment. It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
None shall escape my judgment.
Eternal devastation!
They got me flanked!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
An opponent like this should be easy. On your knees. Rising! Try this!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Nicely done, Shion.
You're flat. Step it up.
Yeah. You got it. This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it...
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Negative charges to me.
Explosive ring! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed roll. Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours.
We can really make weapons with this? I'm surrounded!
It's a duel of the arts!
Well, we're on the home stretch.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Discourteous, aren't you?
This one's all mine. I'm on it. Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm! Eagle fly!
I'm like bait for them.
Explosive ring!
I'll finish you here
Round
right now.
Buster! Hurricane Storm!
Dark
Break the Falcon! You're mine! It's over! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Everyone hanging in there?
This looks nice and tough.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What would people even...
Right, here goes! Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on.
We're thinning them out.
Please? More like me.
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slight.
Hurricane!
Everyone hanging in there?
I won't forgive you.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
You're finished!
None shall escape my judgment.
Do it! Ring level! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Take this!
Burning Strike!
Water!
Break the Falcon! Take this! It's over!
I'm ready!
Here's evil! Well, looky here!
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain...
I won't forgive you.
Dragon swarm! Eternal devastation! You're mine!
Here's evil. You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Eternal devastation!
Water, here's your hell.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't...
No backing down!
I shall ensure you survive this.
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Precision, precision, timing. All a perfect testament.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your firearm. No complaints here.
Do it! Shion! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. You're mine! Eternal devastation! Begin! Explosive rays of regeneration! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Together.
I
that
finally
wasn't even a
catch your
problem.
stream. Welcome in, Fred. Welcome in.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Exactly.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Now or never.
Well, someone seems in tip-top.
Nothing new about that, Shion.
And still as humble as ever.
Looks like we won.
Yeah, I guess we got a good party members already. I think we got a total of 6 now. So yeah.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Yeah, good stuff, right? Good drips.
Let's dispose of the trash.
First strike! Come one, come all!
Water, hear my call!
Eternal devastation!
Take it off of there.
Take it!
Who wants to die
finished.
next?
Elusive deity! You're finished! Eternal devastation! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed ball.
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
That extra training paid off.
Alright, let's see.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Yeah, eat your greens.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such
Yeah.
impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? Don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't
He
need
did
you
it for
fretting
her,
over me.
and then
Fretting?
everybody
Hey,
was like,
It's not like I'm...
otherwise he wouldn't have taken break. He saw what was going on with her. It's the black hooded guy. It's the nobody.
For me, why?
Dang, nobody.
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Dragon Swarm!
Here.
You're mine! Dragon Tentacle!
Elusive deity in a bind.
You're mine! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Eat this!
I'm in your debt, Dylan. And tonight's meal is on you. You've got
Hear it now!
You picked the wrong fight!
Elusive deity! Fading fire! Armor won't save you!
here.
Take this!
None shall escape my
Dark Blade!
Take this.
You're mine! It's over!
Heal!
I owe you one.
Talon Dragon!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing art.
Crush!
The nobody does have like a same exact look like sword, but with different color. Dang, he even can see through what's going on in behind. Holy heck. Dang, he was about to kill the owl. There's nobody is something. I think the girl is gonna miss the shot, I guess. Or maybe not.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
It could be his brother. I don't know.
A wretch like you?
Dang! Big Red! And Action has awoken the special ability. Dang!
Till next time.
Dang, he just vanishes like Sephiroth, you know, just
Shia.
like, okay, I'm gone.
Wake up, please.
Oof.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Dang, self-regeneration. Right there.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes.
I better
this is
go back
Nies,
because there's
the
one
capital
more
of Mahad
question mark
Sar.
that I have not
I don't see any
discovered,
signs of
so I'm gonna go
people.
back
And the
to the
buildings.
previous location.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Did anybody say Darkwing?
It's from an old
Dang.
Danan legend about
We
a
need
hero who defeated
Blackwing
an evil
now.
king with a torch
Blackwing
and the trusty
dragons.
owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
Really?
that's like a
First time I'm
Blackwing
hearing it.
assault.
So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Damn, the Lord.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. There was like a location that I have not visited.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
Wait.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh,
Yeah.
and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Damn.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all...
It's important to get your rest. Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Elusive deity!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
I'm ready! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Guess I misread the landing.
Right, here goes! Let's go! Negative gate! You're mine! You're finished! Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this!
I'm just here I come!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still
I'm
more
ready!
left!
Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
Right, here goes!
I'm like bait to them.
Take this! You're finished!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Radiant Flush!
We got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Astral parts?
All yours!
Do it!
Plasma Shark! Catapult!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Story is good. You missed a lot. Yeah, it was. We did clear. The one of the guy is the Lord. So he's the third Lord. He's with us. What's this? It's the. Let's see. It's Mount Diharia. I think we are going to Nice stuff. Never be royals, yeah. Yeah, one of the Lord is with us, the third Lord, and there was a brother and sister thing where brother died, and her sister is with us now, and yeah, there was like a coup also with the third Lord. So we had to take out his freaking secondary or third in command headman because he was plotting against the Lord. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I would say. I think right now, we are trying to see who is fourth Lord. But yeah. Hoo-hoo, it's the owl. We got the owl.
Look, Hootle, one of your buddies.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
Okay, hands up.
They have us surrounded.
Hands up.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you.
Yeah, then show yourself.
I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for
The
threatening to blow you
Darkwings, the
away.
Black Wings,
We're still
Darkwing.
hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces. So everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remain.
By the way, I think in
Wait,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
you
There's
mean we
something,
already
a
took down the
trial
Lord
thing
this
going
round?
on. That
That's
fire
right.
sword
We took her
flex.
weapons and turned
Yeah.
them right back on her.
Are you the Danon
Yeah, I
leader
think
here in
there's a
Miez?
trial
Nah,
going on
I'm
with
just one
the
of the
Master
commanders.
Duel for 4
Deadham's
days,
the
I
one who
think.
runs the show.
Until
I'd be
March
happy to
4th
take
or
you
until
to.
March
Just
3rd.
one
It's a
problem.
limited time event. And
The Renans.
I haven't
Seems the
started
rumors
that
you were
thing.
running with them were
Yeah.
true.
But yeah.
You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this is about the
I guess
group.
even after you beat
Us
the Renans, your work had
together.
really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess.
Why not? Why can't I go over here? Come on.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that.
Nah.
Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives.
Yeah, I will.
Then we
I
blasted
think he
all
could
the
be the
hell
lord
back.
of for
Explosives?
this place.
That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long.
Oh, so the lord is still alive.
Right back into town. Then she'll get
She
what's
just
coming
ran
to her.
away, like, ooh, this is
I
not my
wouldn't be so
thing.
sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and the little lady are friends and more.
Dang. He took it to the heart. Don't ever talk about my lady.
Son of a... You'll pay for that. That's enough.
I want to smack to his
You know
face.
that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm. And don't ever come back. This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do.
Yes,
Deadeye,
yes, Red.
leader of the Dark
Enjoy your
Wing.
Final Fantasy too. I know you went
You are
live.
the true leader of this
Enjoy,
realm.
enjoy.
We're not afraid of any bright eyes.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Also,
Look,
did
I just
anybody
wanted to
notice when he
apologize for what
said
Deadeye's
you
saying there.
and your lady, Alpha eyes, just the big round eyeball
somebody's got
just
some manners
went
around
into
here.
the shrink into
He
like
didn't used to
zone
be like that.
stuff like
But-
boom,
Well, that's
zoom,
what losing most of your loved ones will do
zoomed
to a
in
man.
into like a micro
never
mini
forgive the
eyeball.
It's a
That
little
was
ironic how
something.
indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
I think there is some history
Hey, Beifon?
between
Deadeye
Alphen
mentioned the Lord is
and
still
I
on the
think
run.
the
Any
Gashion,
ideas
I
where she might
think.
be?
We looked
Because
all over,
Alphen
but
doesn't
found no traces of her.
remember
We heard some
the
rumblings
whole
about
thing,
activity
right?
in
He just
Estaluva
remembers
Forest,
his name
but that's
now.
it.
Estaluva, huh?
Even though
Wait,
we
you're not
still
going
see the
after her, are you?
backstory from his
Certainly
head
won't
and
win
his
you any
eyes,
favors
that
with Deadeye.
he sees
This isn't
Shion as
Deadeye's
one
war.
of the girls
We're
that
certainly
I
not
think
fighting
he
it for you.
knew
Besides, like
back in
Shion
the
said,
day.
her type
So I
isn't going
think
to
the
go
more
quietly.
the story I think we'll play,
Hey,
the more we
it's
will
your
recover.
funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Huh? I think so. Someone's calling out for us.
They could have some... What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey,
Yeah!
good.
All right!
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there!
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
I hope there are no buttons that I have to press.
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Yes, Captain. Hi, Captain.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Mm-hmm. Well... I see. Hmm. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me!
Objection!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You make sure to rest too, Hootle.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Dang, it takes like a freaking in-game 1 hour to even bond.
I think we've
with
rested
somebody.
long enough.
It's a joke, you know. An in-game real-time 1 hour, you have to wait to do a freaking bonding. And there's no way to manipulate that thing. You just have to wait.
We've reached
You
our
just gotta
destination.
roam around and then come back and then, oh, it's time.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Yeah, I got no clue. What was that about? Is she gonna leave us and then come back again?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
This is a forest? This is a forest? I don't even see anything regarding any forest. This is a wild land.
Ah, got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind. light and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule
I'll
as
play
a minority.
maybe
Fighting
one more
ourselves
hour
would just
and
be
then
destructive.
maybe I'll call it night.
Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving. Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
Wanna do using the rules? I can try. Maybe an offline, sure. Just give me like 45 minutes and then I'll
don't
call
believe
you and
this.
then we can try to do for maybe a few minutes,
All right.
few games. Okay, cool.
No.
Message me. Yeah, okay. I'll let you know.
Sure.
Who knows? It might be sooner too. I might just be.
Really now?
This is gonna be a short stream, so.
Yes! What?
Yeah. Execute.
What?
Very nice. Yes!
Dang, I don't even see anyone more glass or anything. It's just invincible drinks.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind. Would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you
How
mention
is
it,
it
has
starting
been
to
a while
stink?
since I
I
did
just
any
got the
laundry.
new drip,
I'll
you
wash
know?
them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks,
Dang,
Kisara.
Kisara does everything.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed
Yeah,
out.
I
like
just
this.
got my new drip,
And Shion?
oh, girl, what you talking about?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now
That
you've
Kisara
really
is the
set
real
off.
manager right here.
Suffice to say,
Okay,
it would appear that the
Maddie.
traditions of the Guard
Well,
are
do
still
what you
alive and
want.
well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Yes.
Don't you ever get tired?
Let's see what you've got.
Eternal devastation!
Yes, it's time to do.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Eternal devastation!
I think Rin is dueling with the freaking Titan, I guess, right? I don't know where you at the story now.
Very slightly.
Take this! You're finished!
It was nice while it lasted.
Double dance!
This could be useful.
I know for sure there's an owl over here that I need to pick up an owl. So I have to check every freaking smallest corner possible for this freaking owl. Okay, an owl is nearby. Where is... I think it's on the top. I can hear him.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Oh, there it is. With the glasses.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
No choice.
Escape my judgment.
Swallow dance! Rising! Try this! Inferno!
I'm ready.
Turn the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than...
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a...
Get lost!
Dragon Swarm!
Negative gate! Talon Hurricane!
New escape!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Now you do it!
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
We managed to pull through.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Eternal devastation! I'm on it! Try this!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Barely a blip on our radar.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way... Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Get lost!
Dragon Swarm! Damn it!
Here!
Plasma Shock!
Air pressure!
Here I come!
These ones can run rings around us.
Do it! Hey! Blow them away!
How's that?
My turn!
Acceptable.
You're mine!
Can you take it?
Dragon Swarm!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I'm not done! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! First strike! Right here!
I'll tear you
Explosive
apart.
Ring! Swallow Dance! You're finished!
Burning strike.
Crush!
I'll tear you
Negative
apart.
hit.
There. Got
Take this!
radiant.
You're finished!
There's more where that came from.
Guess I misread the landing.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Evil.
Dragon Swarm! Plasma Shock!
Mega Ray. Gemini Aqua.
Rising Sun!
I'll finish you here and now.
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Elusive Coyote one!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Dawn! Dragon form! On your explosive ring! Eat this! You're mine! There you are! Now I'm in the groove! I'm ready!
This could be useful.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Let's dispose of the trash.
The shock! Dust to dust! Catapult! Crush! Eternal devastation!
Hear my call! Your hide is thick as armor!
Try this! Explosive ring! I'll take you all on!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Crush! I'm on! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
further.
for. Get behind it.
Got it! Can you I'll leave it to you!
Now you see what I can
You're
do!
finished!
Regenerate!
Now,
Is that a healing art?
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Now where might those fish be? Ha! Is this what I think it is? Ugh. 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 Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
I've got something.
It's time!
That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
this is where we're gonna end the stream.
I may have exerted myself a little too much today.
Make sure to get some good rest. I think
Alright
we've
guys,
rested
thank
long
you
enough.
guys, everybody
Let's keep
popped
moving.
in. We'll see you guys next time. I don't know, maybe later tonight on Saturday or maybe Sunday. Who knows? We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll play more on it. Thank you guys, everybody who popped in. Thank you, Rain, Featherfriend, Fire, last but not least, Fred, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time, guys. We made good progress earlier in the afternoon, and I think we are only waiting to defeat 2 lords. I think the 4th lord and the 5th lord, and I think pretty much the game will be end. It is possible we might finish the game by next week, or it might not be, depending on my schedule too. But we'll see. Alright guys, later guys. I'll hop in the Discord for a few minutes.